So according to PETA, millions of betta fish are dying and sick in pet stores and homes across America. So according to PetMD, bettafish.org, National Geographic, and PETA, proper care of your betta fish is immensely important for their quality of life. It's easy with a little bit of research and care. So today I'm going to discuss the issues of improper betta fish care, the solutions, and the benefits it will bring. So in stores across America, betta fish are housed in small plastic cups with inches of water to survive. These small plastic cups give the impression that betta fish can live in small areas and they're an easy starter pet. Betta fish are marketed as being able to live in confined spaces, when in reality they actually need at least 5 gallons. Many shopping sites advertise small fancy bowls that are like 1 gallon or less, or have plants that sit on top of the bowl as food for the betta. In these tiny bowls, they don't have room to swim. And according to National Geographic, they can actually become depressed in these small tanks. Water quality and temperature cannot be maintained in these small bowls either. With waste and excess food, the pH balance can get to dangerous levels in the bowl, and the smaller the environment, the faster the bowl will get dirty. Bowls are drafty and have no water regulation for the temperature either. Bowls are drafty. According to PetMD, betta fish are jumpers too, so if there's no lid on top of the bowl, the betta fish could literally jump out to their death. Since these tiny enclosures have barely any room for the betta, they also have barely any room to keep the betta entertained as well. So you can't put anything in there to keep them occupied. A lot of people actually use plastic plants too that are really bad for betta fish because of their sensitive fins. So now that you've learned some of the improper ways to take care of your betta fish, let's talk about how to properly care for your betta fish. Betta fish proper care includes a large tank, a filter, a heater, and an enriching environment. A tank of at least 5 gallons is really important for a betta fish. They need to have enough room to be able to swim, so you should always think about 1 inch of fish is 1 gallon of water. PetMD also says shallow and long tanks are good rather than deep and tall tanks, because betta fish have a labyrinth lungs, so they go up to the top of the bowl, take in oxygen, and it goes into like their lungs, and they're able to breathe for longer underwater. So if you have a longer tank, they won't have enough oxygen to get back up to the top. A tank with a light is also important to give your fish an idea of night and day. Water regulation is also important for the health of bettas. Filters are important to keep the water clean in your tank. You should also do 25% water changes every 2 weeks. You should also have a test kit to check the pH balance, if they're safe or not. There's lots of ways that you can fix that. And according to National Geographic, a heater is necessary. In a betta tank, they prefer waters that are 76 to 78 degrees. Also, keeping them away from drafts and out of direct sunlight is very important for them as well. And an enriching environment is important for an active and healthy betta fish. So you should definitely have something in the tank to keep them occupied. Silk plants and live plants are a great option. It helps to keep their fins safe. Bettas also need hiding spots to feel comfortable in their environments, so having any kind of little houses in there is super helpful. Also having objects for them to rest on, since they like to lay down. You can have like a little leaf or something for them to rest on. Floating mirrors and logs also keep them occupied as well. So now that we've talked about the proper care for betta fish, let's talk about the benefits. So there are several benefits to proper care of your betta fish. They'll be happy and active in their tanks. They'll bring you joy as your pet. They will also live longer as well. So as you can see, it's very important to properly care for a betta fish. And so now it's up to you to do your research before purchasing a pet. Thank you.